When I was a lot younger, when I was a young lad, I was a big fan of the Zorro films, The Mask of Zorro that we got in the late 90s, and also the sequel that we got, The Legend of Zorro as well. It was primarily one of those films that it was kind of over the top, there was a lot of slapstick action in it, and that's why it was generally considered more of a family-friendly film. It wasn't overly violent like Alien or Predator or any of those kinds of films, it was primarily just slapstick, and even though there was violence in it, it wasn't overly gory or bloody or anything like that. Because it took a more of a comedic approach to action, that's one of the reasons I enjoyed the film a lot when I was younger. But however, talking about The Mask of Zorro, what if I was to tell you that we were going to be potentially getting a TV series based off it? Now, in theory, at face value, this would be something that could be rather promising, could be nostalgic, could be something that could be really entertaining. Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you. Zorro TV show in the works focusing on the masked hero's legacy. A new Zorro reboot starring a female protagonist is currently in production thanks to a new deal between CBS and Propagate, according to a report by Deadline. Well, this worked like a charm for shows like Watchmen and the Batwoman that we got. Everyone loves those shows, so obviously it will work for Zorro as well. The female Zorro series will focus on not the original masked swordsman, too many men mansplaining these days, but it's actually set in the modern day. The series will follow Zed, a descendant of the same lineage that produced the original Zorro, and her efforts to protect people in her community. Yep, we've got to deal with those toxic men somehow, haven't we? The female Zorro reboot is being written and executive produced by Alfredo Barrios Jr., who previously produced Magnum P.I. and Burn Notice, among other series. I haven't seen them series properly, so I can't have a say on them. The deal between CBS and Propagate is what's known as a first look production deal, meaning that CBS has the right to the first look at a new property before investing in or purchasing it, usually in exchange for a development fee. Other details are very scarce, but this Zorro reboot won't be the only property looking to capitalise on a female-oriented point of view. Other details are very scarce, but this Zorro reboot won't be the only property looking to capitalise on a female-oriented point of view. An all-female spin-off of the Into the Spider-Verse franchise is already in the works. Oh, I'm sure everyone's excited about that. Possibly being directed by, is that Joaquim Dos Santos? I don't know if I've pronounced his name right. He's known for his work on Justice League Unlimited, and both The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra series. Captain Marvel actress Brie Larson, everyone's favourite actress, everyone loves her, also said last month that multiple Marvel actresses have approached Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige about creating an all-female Marvel superhero film. Oh, I'm sure no one can wait for that. Now, I think we're all aware of the problems that this female-led Zorro TV series we're potentially going to be getting. We all know the problems with it from the get-go. We all know, just like other TV series as we've recently been getting, such as Watchmen, Batwoman, many others, that it's going to be one of those TV series that just pushes feminist propaganda, pushes left-wing propaganda, Orange Man bad propaganda, you know all the nonsense by now. Now, I am aware that there has been, I believe, some female adaptations of it before, maybe some comics or something like that. I'm not 100% on Zorro, the entire character as a whole, I'm only a fan of the films. But I am aware that there has been some, like, female descendants and other female adaptations of it before. But I think we're all aware of what agenda they're trying to push with this TV series right here from the get-go. And with the fact that they're clearly rewriting the character of Zorro, who is meant to be a kind of dashing protagonist who fights corruption and all of that kind of stuff, it seems clear that they have no intention of being faithful to the original work or anything like that. If they were going to do a TV series, the appropriate thing to do would have been stay faithful to the original works, but it's clearly obvious that they're not going down that road. This from the get-go just feels like another attempt to try and rewrite a beloved male character, all for the sake of trying to push left-wing politics, and we can see it from the get-go with the fact that they've already changed the gender of the lead character in this TV series. Now, obviously there isn't that much information about the show as of now, but I wouldn't be surprised if what I've predicted right now is what they do in this TV show. I can see this TV series just being cancelled after 2 seasons because nobody ends up liking it. But hey, If the show fails, all they have to do is just call everyone that refused to watch it a sexist, because that's what they've done every time a show like this has failed. But anyway, people, be sure to let us know what you think about this down below. What are your opinions on the idea of a potentially female-led Zorro TV series? Be sure to let us know what you think about this down below. Okay, gentlemen, this has been Lord Flashheart. Be sure to rate, comment, favourite, share and subscribe, and I will see you again. Cheerio!